Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining Discipline is a lifestyle, mentality, and a brand. Within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We'll also hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 225 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days in a row, all outside, bearing the elements, whatever they may bring. I also challenged myself to run 1,500 miles within this time frame. Now, this is my second year ever running. Within the first full year of running, at the age of 31, I was able to run 1,002 miles, and I did that within 175 days out of the year. So me going for 1,500 miles this year is over a 50% increase as opposed to the amount of miles as last year, and me going for 365 days this year is over 100% increase in the amount of days as opposed to the amount of days I ran last year, not to mention this year are all days in a row. I also challenged myself to run two big major races within this time frame. One being a 50K trail race, that is the 50K Yankee Springs Trail Race in Middleville, Michigan. I got that done on June 5th, day 156 of my journey. I finished that in 7 hours, 15 minutes, and 22 seconds. And now the next race I have coming up within this time frame is an actual marathon. That is the Detroit Free Press Marathon. I'll be doing the Motor City Challenge within that. That entails me running the competitive mile and the competitive 5K the day before the actual marathon. That is coming up in October. Really looking forward to that as well. Other than that, though, we can get into mileage real quickly. So for the day today, I only put in 1.5 miles because of the circumstances that we'll get into here in a little bit. But that put me at 9.6 miles for the week, put me at 47.3 miles for the month, and put me at 1,050.1 miles for the year. So we are going to focus in on these monthly miles. Every single month I challenge myself to do a 100-mile challenge, and I do it in honor of a charity in which I donate money to, and I also start a coinciding fundraiser to raise money and awareness for that charity. For the first 7 months of the year, we were able to raise money for 7 great charities. Now we're here in the 8th month, and we're raising money for the National Psoriasis Foundation. I chose this charity because psoriasis is it is Psoriasis Awareness Month here in August, and psoriasis is something that I have dealt with for a majority of my life. So really trying to raise money for that and raise awareness for psoriasis. So if you'd like to donate to this month's fundraiser, you can find the link to do so on the Defining Discipline Instagram story or the Defining Discipline Facebook story. You may also find the link to donate on my personal page's Instagram or my personal page's Facebook. Within those links, you just click on them. It'll open up a Facebook page where you're able to make your donations. All donations that get made go directly to this fundraiser. No portion of this goes to Facebook. They're not taking any cut of your donations. That's why we continue to do it through Facebook. Other than that, though, I do know times are tough, and if you're unable to donate, the next best thing you can do, since we're raising awareness, is to just click that share button, guys. Put it on your page. Let people know what it's about. That is pretty much it on that. We can, I guess, real quickly talk about the word of the day, because I've been doing a word of the day as well as trying to read 30 minutes of the day, but I have not been reading. So we're not going to talk about the reading, but we will talk about today's word of the day, which is kavel, which kavel is Yiddish and means to be extraordinarily proud. So it's a nice, cool Jewish word, Yiddish word, kavel. I'm kavel to continuously be able to run every single day and put all these miles in, and just extremely proud of this past year. So let's get actually into today's episode. So today is going to be another really short episode, guys, because nothing's changed since the past 2 days. Still have no power. Running a generator right now. It's got a little bit of light here, you can see, but nothing has changed. And so for that reason, today is day 225. Today's episode, today's theme is going to be frustration. frustration, guys. I am extremely frustrated. Frustration is something that I get a lot of. I get really frustrated a lot. So it's something I got to truly work on as an individual. I need to try to really control my frustration and not let it get the best of me and stress me out. But today, yeah, it was just a very frustrating day. Had the generator working. Everything was fine yesterday. Went to work, and I got home from work, and it took a shit. Wouldn't work on me. So didn't know what to do. I kind of just broke down. I was so frustrated. I was so tired. I just felt like, I don't know, I just felt like giving up. So that's exactly what I did. I just got it here, home, got upset, and just came and laid down and fell asleep for 4 or 5 hours. I definitely needed it just because the amount of work I've been putting in over this past few weeks. I just was so tired, so frustrated. Came in, took a long nap, woke up, still felt like garbage because I'm just tired, still tired. But was able actually to have my friend come over and help me fix the actual generator, so we got everything back running. But it was just a frustrating moment, guys, and these past few days have been extremely frustrating with no power, trying to go to work, still come home, still run, still get this uploaded, still work on this, and still there's just so much going on. It's just so overwhelming, so frustrating. And yeah, I just still been grinding though, still been able to get the runs in, still been able to get these posts in, and these episodes in. So I'm just trying to not let my frustration get the best of me and still continue pushing forward. And that's what I've been doing. So again, I don't want to make this an extra long episode talking about frustration. It is something, again, I need to work on, not just because of today, but just in general. I do get frustrated real easy, and that is something I need to not do. I need to really focus on trying to overcome that frustration. So other than that, we can get ready to kind of close this episode out. So for your daily discipline today, guys, it's the same thing. It's to find out where you're frustrated in life. And we all get frustrated, but it's try to really, on a daily basis, your daily discipline for the day, is to cut out that frustration. Try to figure out where you're frustrated and try to not be frustrated, because stress is a true killer, and being frustrated just causes lots and lots of stress, guys. So let's try to cut that frustration out of our lives. Let's try to be calm and relax and look at it with a calm, relaxed mind, because when you're frustrated as well and you try to work on things, that's when you start to break things and things start to spiral out of control at that point. So try to go in with a cool, calm, collected mind, and that is the daily discipline for the day. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for following along and listening. It's been a great journey. These past few episodes, 23, 24, 25, have just been an absolute mess because of this power outage, but I thank you guys for bearing with me and dealing with it. So again, this is the Defining Discipline Podcast. I am your host, Scott. This is episode 225. If you guys can, please give the podcast a like, a subscribe, a follow, and a share on our Facebook, our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you've been listening along on. Let's also just go out there and work on ourselves on an individual level. Let's become the best versions of ourselves as possible, and in return, that will help make the world a better place. That is the message of this podcast. So thank you guys so much for following along and listening. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 226. All right, peace out, guys.